Welcome back to a brand new episode of the postgame. Reacting to the United States men's national team versus Mexico match today, I will say this: we have become a very complacent and passive national team. I know this is a friendly, but U.S. versus Mexico should not be a friendly. This should be a game that we want to win. This should be a game that we fight to win. And we just did not play well today. We didn't play, and the commentators, it doesn't make much sense to me. But from the commentators from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, or from the beginning of the game, said the U.S. played with a little bit more control in the first half. They played a little bit better, and I disagree with that statement. There was no point of this game where I thought we had control. There was no point of this game where I thought we were the better team. There was no point in this game where I thought we weren't chasing. And I think when I look at the overview of this match and the overview of what we have become as a nation, and I know this is Potch's second game in charge, and I'm not ripping him apart yet or anything. And I think that we as a club, as a country, we have to demand more from ourselves. The free kick that Jimenez scored was perfect. I'm not ripping him apart for that. It was a good free kick. Refereeing tonight was questionable at times. It was what it was. You can't blame every game on referees. But, other than the free kick, we have to play better. We just never looked like we were controlled. We never looked like we had a focus. Okay, my biggest problem is when we were playing out of the back or when we were attempting to play out of the back, they almost look like they don't know how to do it, like they don't know how the system works. Some of these guys have been playing together for years, and it doesn't make sense how they don't know that we have a certain. And I know Poch just came in and he's changing some stuff around, but he struggled with this at Chelsea, he struggled with this at Tottenham, he struggled with this at Southampton. All these clubs he struggled with this is that when it comes to the ideology of making his teams understand and know what they have to do. And I think he has to figure that out for himself and install that and help them understand what they need to do. I would say the first game against Panama, you saw that they looked like they had some sort of plan when it comes to the attack in third. Of course, they looked a little questionable at times defending, and he won't get this team until November in the Nations League Cup, I guess. I think that's what it's called. But regardless, when it comes to us as a team, we have to play drastically better than what this showing was tonight. And Pulisic, we got that. No Wesley McKenna, no Pepe, all due to load management and injuries, and so they're missing two of our starters at least. But that's not even an excuse for this low effort, low ability, and just did not take control of this game. They did not. They came out of this game at the beginning of the game on the back foot, in my opinion. They came out at halftime. They scored pretty early on after halftime. We have to be better as a team. Poch has to make sure he installs a system that they understand, that they know what they need to do. And Poch needs to, from day one, now, let the guys know what they need to do. That's the biggest thing. Because if they try to run around here and not have a plan about how their tactics are going to set up, then they will fail. But, listen, again, excited Greg is gone. Excited for a future to be expanded on. And I think it can be, but it's just a matter of how it looks. But the level of intensity and intentionalism, I guess that's not even a word, but it is what it is, that has to be higher, has to be better for this U.S. men's national team. Let me know how y'all think down below in the comments.